Hello students, welcome to CT Sankalp classes. In the last class, we started with oscillations and waves chapter. Already synopsis parts we have completed. So let us go for the numericals, multiple choice questions. So the first question is, a simple harmonic oscillator has an amplitude A and time period T. The time required it to travel from x is equal to a to x is equal to a by 2 is. So here what they have given you, a simple harmonic oscillator has an amplitude. They have given the amplitude value of it. So its amplitude is how much? It is a, and its time period is capital T. Its time period is capital T. Here they have given it, right? Next, the time taken by it to travel from x is equal to a to x is equal to a by 2 means they have given you the value of x value. X is nothing but what? Displacement of the wave. Here, how we can solve this numerical is, that is, we know that a simple harmonic motion, its equation is represented by y is equal to a sine, or if you take y, then you can take it as a cos omega t, equation of the simple harmonic motion. Here what they have given you, that is for x is equal to a by 2. So for x is equal to a by 2, or here we have taken y is equal to, therefore in place of y I can substitute, that is a divided by 2. Why I am substituting here a divided by 2? Because they have given here, that is x is equal to a divided by 2. So when I take here a divided by 2, this is equal to, so this is equal to a, I am writing as it is, that is amplitude. Here in the question they have mentioned that amplitude is capital A, therefore I am taking it as capital A cos omega t. So here what happens, this a and this a will get cancelled, a will get cancelled. Therefore, you will get it as 1 by 2 is equal to cos omega t. So if 1 by 2 is equal to cos omega t, can you say that omega is equal to, can you say that omega or omega t is equal to, that is pi divided by 3. Correct, students? Because cos theta is equal to ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ 1 by 2. So cos theta 1 by 2 ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? When cos that is theta is equal to, when it is pi by 3, then cos theta is equal to 1 divided by 2. Therefore, we will get it as omega t is equal to pi by 3. Omega t is equal to pi by 3. Now we can write it as, t is equal to, equation anna t ge simplify ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So t is equal to, it becomes pi divided by omega into 3, or 3 omega ಅಂತಾನು ತಗೋಬಹುದು ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, but as we know that since time period is equal to what? This is nothing but 2 pi divided by omega. So what is this? This is nothing but what? The relation between time period and angular frequency. It is nothing but the relation between time period and angular frequency is given by t is equal to 2 pi by omega. Now, so nimdenide, small t is equal to what you have written here. Here you can see you have written small t is equal to pi by omega 3. Therefore I can write it as small t is equal to pi divided by this 3, I am writing as it is. Next, 3 omega is there. Therefore I can substitute it as what? That is 2 pi divided by omega. Okay, so omega we are substituting. Therefore here pi will get cancelled. Pi cancel agi. We will get it as t is equal to that is capital T divided by 6, because here 3 into 2 is there. 3 2s are how much? 6. It is 1 by omega. So what is 1 by omega? The reciprocal of angular frequency is called as what? Time period. Therefore we will get it as t divided by 6. So in the option you can see here, option A is the correct one. So we have here in this chapter all the numericals, we will solve it with the help of what? That is our main equation. Y is equal to a cos omega t or x is equal to a sin omega t. By taking that equation, we will solve the numericals. So that equation is what? Y is equal to a cos omega t. So what is y value? It is a by 2. Amplitude is capital A cos omega t as it is. So if you simplify, 1 by 2 is equal to cos omega t anta barutte. Therefore, theta is equal to how much it is? That is pi by 3. Therefore, t is equal to, we will write it as pi divided by omega 3. Since t is equal to 2 pi by omega, therefore I can substitute it as pi divided by 3 into 2 pi by omega. So therefore, small t is equal to capital T divided by 6. Capital T is what? Time period here. Therefore, the equation 1, first equation is correct here. Next. So the next question is a mass 100 gram is attached at the end of light spring which oscillates on a frictionless horizontal table with an amplitude equal to 0.16 meter. So you have a mass of 100 grams which is attached at the end of the light spring which oscillates on a frictionless horizontal table with an amplitude equal to, so amplitude how much they have given, it is 0.16 meter and the time period is equal to 2 seconds. Initially the mass is released from rest at t is equal to 0 and displacement x is equal to minus 0.16 meter. The expression for the displacement of the mass at any time is given by, so here initially t is equal to 0 and displacement is minus 0.16. Correct? The expression for the displacement of the mass at any time is given by. So a standard equation is what? How we can do this? See here. So we can simplify it as, that is x is equal to a cos 2 pi by t into t. Therefore, this is equal to minus 0.16 cos, we will write it as pi into t. Why? Because capital T is equal to, so time period that is 2 seconds they have given. Therefore, here when amplitude is minus 0.16 cos pi by t, that is option, here you can see which option is there, that is option B. So option B is the correct one. Option B is the correct one. That is what? At any instant t, the displacement is given by what? That is x is equal to 0.16 minus 0.16 cos pi into t. Correct? So this is how we will solve this one. So option B is the correct one. Right? So let us go for the next question for this chapter. So next question is, see here. The motion of a particle executing simple harmonic motion is given by. So simple harmonic motion equation is given where x is in meter and t time is in seconds. The time period is. So here how you are going to calculate? Again, you need to consider the standard equation. The standard equation is given by. So standard equation is given by y is equal to a sine omega t plus pi. Y is equal to a sine omega t plus pi, where from the given equation, we can write that omega is equal to, it is given 100 pi. Omega is equal to, it is 100 pi. Therefore, t is equal to 2 pi by omega. That is our relation between time period and frequency. Therefore, it is 2 pi divided by omega value. What is omega value? It is 100 into pi. So pi will get cancelled. Therefore, 2 divided by 100 is nothing but 0.02 seconds. It is 0.02 seconds. Therefore, the time period is given by, for the given equation, the time period is given by 0.02 seconds. That is option B. Option B is the correct one. Next question. Two equations of two simple harmonic motion are x is equal to a sine omega t minus alpha. So one equation is x is equal to a sine omega t minus alpha. Second equation is y is equal to b cos omega t minus alpha. The phase difference between the two is, given by. So how we will do the phase difference between these two? So that is nothing but, see, so the simple solution it is phase difference is equal to, we will write it as, that is omega t minus alpha plus pi by 2 minus omega t minus alpha. So what we did here actually, here your equation is given. One equation is x is equal to a sine omega t minus alpha, and second equation is given, that is y is equal to b cos omega t minus alpha. Okay, so this y equation we can convert it in terms of sines. Cos al ide, sin al convert ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. That is nothing but d sine, that is theta plus 90 degree, that is omega t minus alpha plus pi by 2. Correct? So this is our equation. So now I just taken the, to calculate phase difference, I have just taken the difference between the angles. So after taking the difference, we will get the answer. So simplification you can do here, that is you can cancel omega t, alpha will get cancelled. Therefore, the remaining value is only pi by 2. The remaining value is only pi divided by 2. So pi by 2 is how much? That is option C, 90 degree. Correct? That is option C, 90 degree. Okay. So phase difference. Let us see the next question. A body is executing simple harmonic motion with an angular frequency 2 radian per second. The velocity of the body at 20 millimeter displacement when the amplitude of the motion is 60 millimeter is. So here a body is executing simple harmonic motion. Its angular frequency is given 2 radian per second and the velocity of the body is given at 20 millimeter displacement when the amplitude of the motion is 60 millimeter. So here what all values they have given? They have given you amplitude value, they have given you displacement value and angular frequency. So simple thing is you need to calculate only speed. Here you can use the equation. That is, we know that velocity is equal to, it is omega root of a square minus y square. It is a square minus y square. This is equal to, so what is omega? Omega is 2, which is they have given, that is 2 radian per second, under root of amplitude, how much they have given? It is 60 square minus displacement they have given as 20. So 60 square minus 20 square, take the root of it, multiply by 2. Therefore, the speed is equal to, it is 113 millimeter per second. Usually we write the unit as meter per second, but here everything is given in terms of millimeter. Therefore, it is millimeter per second. That is our option C is the correct option. Option C is the correct one. Next, a body executing simple harmonic motion has equation. So simple harmonic motion equation is given. then the frequency and the maximum velocity of the body is. So here you need to calculate frequency and the maximum velocity. So how we can do this? See here, by comparing with standard equation, we have, what is our standard equation? We have y is equal to a sine omega t plus pi. It is a sine omega t plus pi. Where? So compare the equations. Where amplitude a is equal to 0.30, then omega is equal to 220. Omega is equal to 220. Therefore, what is the relation between frequency? What is the relation between linear frequency and the angular frequency? It is nothing but what? 2 pi f is equal to omega. So in some textbook, we take it as 2 pi n is equal to omega. So n andrunu frequency, f andrunu frequency. Okay. Therefore, frequency f is equal to what we get here? Omega value, it is there in the question. That is 220 divided by 2f. That is 2 pi. So here, if you simplify the frequency, you are going to get it as 35 hertz. Frequency, you are going to get it as 35 hertz. Therefore, the relation between speed and the amplitude is given by V max is equal to, they asked you to calculate maximum velocity. So maximum velocity, a simple formula is there, that is A omega. What is our A? That is 0.3 is our A value, amplitude value. Omega is how much? It is 220, which is given in the question. So 0.3 into 220, how much it is? It is 66 meter per second. So this is what? This is your maximum velocity of the particle. So here we have calculated the frequency, that is 35 hertz. Here you can see in two cases they have given 35 hertz, but 66 meter per second is there, 132 meter per second is there. Our correct option is option A. That is option A. 35 hertz, comma 66 meter per second. Correct. So you need to understand the formula to understand the numericals. Let us go for the next sum. See, a particle starts simple harmonic motion from the mean position. Its amplitude is A and time period is T. At the time when its speed is half of the maximum speed, its displacement y is. So very interesting sum. A particle starts from simple harmonic motion from the mean position. Its amplitude is capital A. Its amplitude is capital A and time period is capital T. At the time when its speed is half of the maximum speed. At the time when its speed is, so speed is half of the maximum speed, then its displacement we need to calculate. How we can do this? See here. We can do it like V is equal to, what is the formula? Omega root of, just now we have seen the formula, a square minus y square. This is our formula. So what they are saying, our speed, that is V value, is half of the maximum speed. Therefore, maximum speed, just now we have seen that formula also, that is A omega, it's half anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. Therefore, it is A omega divided by 2 is equal to omega under root of A square minus Y square. So omega will get cancelled here. Therefore, we will get it as what? A by 2 is equal to root of A square minus Y square. Squaring on both the side we can do, because displacement y calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿದೆ. Therefore, what we can do, squaring on both the side, we will get it as A square by 4 is equal to a square minus y square. So when you square on the both the side, the root will get cancelled. Therefore, you will get it as a square by 4 is equal to a square minus y square, which implies y is equal to. So in ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಹೇಳಿ? So y is equal to a square minus 4 minus y a square. Or sorry, y square is minus, therefore transfer on the other side. You will get it as plus y square. So transfer a square by 4 on the other side, you will get it as a square minus a square by 4. What is a square minus a square by 4? That is root 3 by 4. That is nothing but root 3 by 2. That is nothing but root 3 by 2. Therefore, y is equal to, we will get it as, that is nothing but root 3 by 2 into a. Root 3 by 2 into a. So in the question, they have given the amplitude as capital A. Therefore, amplitude capital A and now, sorry, amplitude small a and capital A anta consider ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Okay. Therefore, the correct option is option C. Option C is the correct option. Next question. A particle performs a simple harmonic motion. The equation of its motion is x is equal to 5 sine 4t minus pi by 6, where x is its displacement. If the displacement of the particle is 3 units, then its velocity is. So see here. A particle performing which motion? That is simple harmonic motion. And the equation is given. That is 5 sine 4t minus pi by 6, where x is the displacement. If the displacement of the particle is, that is 3 units, then its velocity is what? So again, we are using the formula, that is v is equal to omega root of a square minus y square. V is equal to omega into root of a square minus y square. That is equal to, what is omega value? Omega value is given, that is 4. From the equation, you can see x is equal to 5 sine omega t minus theta. Therefore, omega is equal to this 4 root of a square minus y square. So what is a from the equation? It is 5 square minus y square. So y square is nothing but what? 3 units anta kottidare in the question. Therefore, it is 3 square. So if you simplify, you will get v is equal to 16. You will get v is equal to 16. That is your option D. Option D is the correct one. Correct. So this is the solution. Okay. Let us see the next one. So next question is, that is question number 9. A simple pendulum performs simple harmonic motion about x is equal to 0 with an amplitude a and time period t. The speed of the pendulum at x is equal to a by 2 will be. So how you are going to do it? See. So a particle is performing SHM about x is equal to 0 with an amplitude a and time period t. The speed of the pendulum at x is equal to a by 2 will be. How we can do this? See here. That is nothing but v is equal to omega root of a square minus y square. V is equal to omega into a root of a square minus y square. So what is omega is equal to? We know that it is 2 pi divided by t root of amplitude a square anta ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, and y is equal to, it is a by 2 but it is y square. Therefore, it is a square minus a square by 4. So if you simplify this one, you will get it as pi into a root 3 divided by capital T divided by capital T. So here the correct option is option D. Answer is a into pi root 3 divided by T. So option C is correct here. This 2 is not there. Next. This is only T. Okay. Next question. A particle is executing simple harmonic motion if its amplitude is 2 meter. If its amplitude is 2 meter and its time period is 2 seconds, then the maximum velocity of the particle will be. So amplitude is given and time period is given. You need to calculate the maximum velocity. So we have a formula to calculate maximum velocity, that is Vmax is equal to A into omega. Amplitude is how much? It is 2, and omega, that is the relation between angular frequency and time period, it is 1 divided by T. Therefore, this is equal to 2 by 2. Okay, so here it is 2 pi by T. Therefore, here we will get it as this 2 will get cancelled. We will get it as only pi, that is option here into 2 is there. Why? Because here A omega, A value is 2, amplitude is 2, omega value is 2 pi by T, and T value is 2. Therefore, it is 2 into 2 pi by 2. Here, therefore, we will get it as 2 pi. That is option C is correct. Option C is correct. That is 2 pi is the answer. The maximum velocity will be 2 pi. Okay. Next question. Question number 11. A simple harmonic motion has amplitude A, it has amplitude and time period T. Here they have asked you to calculate the maximum velocity. So only in the formula we need to substitute here. Already you know the formula, just substitute in that. Without solving also you can understand this one, because we know that maximum speed is equal to, it is A omega. Just now we used this formula. A value is amplitude A only, it is given in the question, and pi value is, it is given as 2 pi by T. Therefore, option D is correct. That is 2 pi A divided by T. Option D is the correct one. Next. A particle is executing simple harmonic motion with a time period 6 seconds and amplitude 3 centimeter. Its maximum speed is given by. So 10th one, the 10th numerical is also having the same solution. So same, it is V is equal to A omega. A value is 3 and omega value is 2 pi by T. T value they have given it as 6. Therefore, if you substitute and simplify, you will get the solution and the answer is pi. That is option B is the correct option. Okay. So these all 3 to 4 sums we saw based on V is equal to A omega formula, or V is equal to omega into bracket root of A square minus Y square. So next question. Question number 13. A body of mass 5 gram is executing simple harmonic motion about a point with amplitude. Amplitude is given, mass is given, its maximum speed is given, that is 100 centimeter per second. its velocity will be 50 meter per second at a distance of. So at what distance the velocity becomes 50 centimeter per second. We can calculate the velocity by using the formula. Sorry, we need to calculate the distance here. We can calculate the distance by using the formula. Here you see this. Speed is equal to. So speed is equal to, it is, or velocity is equal to omega root of a square minus y square. To calculate distance, we can use this formula. Here, y we need to calculate. Y value we need to calculate. But amplitude they have given. Omega also they have given. V value, we need to calculate the value of V. So how we can do this? See here, we can solve it as V is equal to A omega. V is equal to A into omega. So A value is 10 and omega value is also 10. Therefore, we will get it as Vmax is equal to 100. We will get it as Vmax is equal to 100 centimeter per second. Okay. Or instead of calculating, the maximum velocity is also given in the sum, that is 100 centimeter per second. Therefore, substitute in this formula, that is V is equal to, they have given it as 50, which is equal to, that is 10 omega value root of it is 10 square minus y square. Simplify this equation for y is equal to. So first you need to take square root on both the side. After taking square root on both the side, you will get the equation in terms of y square. So after getting in terms of y square, take in terms of y. Right? So if you simplify this equation, you will get the option C. Option C is the correct one. That is 5 root 3 is the answer. Simplify the given equation for y is equal to. Here you need to calculate omega. After calculating omega, calculate the value of distance y here. Next problem, 14th one. A particle is executing simple harmonic motion with frequency f. The frequency at which its kinetic energy changes into potential energy is. Here the question is what? Here they are asking you at what frequency the kinetic energy changes into a potential energy in simple harmonic motion. Here see, during one complete oscillation, the kinetic energy will become twice. Correct? So here if you consider the cycle, the wave motion. Okay, so from origin you can start it. Here what happens? During one complete oscillation, the kinetic energy will become max of twice here, that is 2 times. Therefore, we say that when the value of frequency is 2 times, that is nothing but option C, 2f. When the frequency is twice of the given frequency, then the kinetic energy becomes, or it changes to potential energy. Okay. Let us see the next sum. When the potential energy of a particle executing simple harmonic motion in 1/4 of the maximum value during the oscillation, its displacement from the equilibrium position in terms of amplitude A is given by. See here, a particle is executing simple harmonic motion in, so this part is important, in 1/4 of the maximum value during the oscillation. Okay, its displacement from the equilibrium position in terms of amplitude we need to express. So how we can do that? that is see here. According to this, we know that the potential energy is equal to maximum energy. Here we take it as actually potential energy is equal to maximum energy, but here they are saying that it is 1/4 of the maximum value. Therefore, we write it as 1/4 of maximum of energy. 1/4 of maximum of energy. So that what is potential energy here? That is half m omega square y square is equal to 1/4 into bracket. So what is maximum energy? That is again 1/2 m omega square into a square. In the synopsis, we have seen this energy and potential energy, kinetic energy formulas for simple harmonic motion. See here, students, the value of mass omega square, m omega square will get cancelled on both the sides. And here it is 2 ones are 2 twos are. Therefore, you will get it as y square is equal to a square by 2. And that is nothing but, so here it is 2 into 2, it is 4. Therefore, y is equal to, it is a divided by 2. The correct option is option C, that is y is equal to a divided by 2. Here you need to understand the formula, potential energy and the maximum energy relation. In the question, it is mentioned that it is 1/4 of the maximum energy, therefore 1/4 of maximum energy. Simply substitute the formula for potential energy and maximum energy. Cancel the same term, simplify. Therefore, y is equal to displacement, y is equal to, it is amplitude, half of the amplitude value. Next question. A particle of mass 10 gram is executing simple harmonic motion with amplitude 0.5 meter and circular frequency of 10 radian per second. That is nothing but angular frequency only. Mass is 10 gram, amplitude is 0.5 meter. The maximum value of the force acting on the particle during the oscillation is given by. How we can do this? So what is the relation between force and mass and acceleration? Here we know that force is equal to F is equal to mass into acceleration. But here acceleration in the simple harmonic motion, we can write it as, that is omega square into A. Correct? Here A is acceleration. Here this A is, this one A is, this is amplitude. Okay. This is equal to, so 10, that is mass which it is given, into omega is also given 10 radian per second. It is omega square into A value. Substitute all the values here. See, mass is given in terms of grams, therefore convert it in terms of kg, that is 10 into 10 raised to minus 3 into omega value, that is 10, but here it is omega square, therefore it becomes 10 square, into amplitude is 0.5. So 10 into 10 raised to minus 3 into 10 raised to 2 into 0.5. So after simplification, you will get it as 0.5 Newton. 0.5 Newton is the answer here. Therefore, the option D is the correct one. 0.5 Newton is the answer. Next sum. A body is moving in a room with a velocity of 20 meters per second, perpendicular to the two walls, which is separated by 5 meters. There is no friction and the oscillation with the walls is elastic. The motion of the body is, see here what value they have given. Velocity of the body is 20 meters per second, but it is moving perpendicular to the two walls, which is separated by 5 meter distance. There is no friction and the collision with the walls is elastic. So what happens in case of elastic collision? Both kinetic energy and momentum is conserved. The motion of the body is. So what is the answer? See here, since there is no friction and the collision is elastic, there is no loss of energy takes place. When there is no friction and the collision is elastic, there is no loss of heat or the energy takes place. And the body strikes with two perpendicular walls. So the motion of the ball is periodic. Therefore, the motion of the ball is periodic here. But here there is no restoring force. So the characteristics of SHM will not be satisfied. Here what happens? No doubt it is a periodic motion because there is no friction and it is a elastic collision. But here the restoring force is not there. When there is no restoring force, we don't say that it is a simple harmonic motion. Therefore, you can see here, first option, it is given not periodic. No, it is a periodic motion. Second option, periodic but not simple harmonic. Third, periodic and simple harmonic, periodic with variable time period. So option C and D, it is not valid because C is, they have given that it is simple harmonic, but the restoring force is not there. Here it is periodic with variable time period. So when it is variable time period, then we cannot say it as a periodic. Therefore, option B is correct. That is periodic, but not simple harmonic. Okay, the next question. Two particles executes simple harmonic motion of same amplitude and frequency along the same straight line. They pass one another when going to opposite directions. So two particles are there of same amplitude and same frequency. They pass one another when they are going in opposite directions. Each time their displacement is half of their amplitude. So displacement, they specified it as what? Half of the amplitude. The phase difference between them is given by. So how we can do? We can take here two equation of motion. Okay, that is for simple harmonic motion. We can take the equation as one, we can take it as y is equal to a sine omega t. One more, we can take it as y is equal to a sine omega t plus pi. A sine omega t plus pi. Here in the first case, what they have said? Their displacement is half of their amplitude. So this I can name it as equation 1, this I can name it as equation 2. In the first case, so in equation 1, we can write it as a by 2 is equal to a sine omega t. A by 2 is equal to a sine omega t. A will get cancelled. Therefore, 1 by 2 is equal to sine omega t. So here students, when sine omega t is equal to 1 by 2, that is nothing but what? Here we can say that 1 by 2 is equal to sine omega t. Therefore, cos omega t is equal to root 3. Cos omega t is equal to root 3 divided by 2. Cos omega t is equal to root 3 divided by 2 because they have the same value. In the second case, so in the second case, what we can write here? So from equation 2 here, I'll write it. That is, it is a by 2 is equal to, equation is what? A sine omega t plus pi. A sine omega t plus pi. So here also it becomes 1 by 2 is equal to a sine omega t plus pi. See here, this is in the form of sine of a plus b. So what is the formula for sine of a plus b? Sine of a plus b can be written as sine a into cos b plus cos a into sine b. Here you can substitute the values. That is 1 by 2 is equal to sine omega t value. What is sine omega t from the previous equation? It is 1 by 2. I am just writing it directly. I am applying sine a plus b formula. That is sine a into cos b plus cos a into sine b. So after that, sine a value, that is sine omega t value, it is 1 by 2. Next, here it is cos pi according to the formula plus cos omega t. That is nothing but what? Root 3 by 2. Just now we have written into sine pi. Into sine pi. Therefore, if you simplify this one, we will get it as. So here I'll take the next part. It becomes 1 minus cos pi is equal to root 3 sine pi. So you need to simplify this equation. After all simplification, you will get it as 1 minus cos pi is equal to root 3 sine pi. So this is nothing but on squaring both the side, we will get it as 1 minus cos pi whole square is equal to root 3 is there, that becomes 3 sine square into pi. Correct? That is nothing but 1 minus cos pi whole square is equal to 3. What is sine square pi? Sine square pi can be written as, according to the trigonometric identity, it can be written as 1 minus cos square. It can be written as 1 minus cos square pi. One minus cos square pi. So therefore, we will get it as, after the solution, we can write that cos pi is equal to plus 1 and cos pi is equal to minus 1 by 2. That is pi is equal to 0 or pi is equal to 120 degrees. So in the given option, 0 is not there. Therefore, we take it as option D, that is 120 degree. So here the solution is bigger one, but here only the thing is you need to take two equation of motion, and then next you just need to apply that sine A into sine A plus B formula. So there the simplification becomes little lengthier. So option D is the correct one. We will get two solutions here. One is 0 and one is 120 degree. So here in the given option, 120 degree is the correct one. Okay. Next question. The acceleration of a particle performing simple harmonic motion is, acceleration they have given, it is 12 centimeter per second square at a distance of 3 centimeter from the mean position. Its time period is given by. So as we know that we need to calculate the time period. We have A is equal to, that is amplitude A is equal to omega square into y. Therefore, omega is equal to under root of A divided by y. What is the amplitude value they have given? It is given as 12 divided by y value is 3. That is nothing but 4. You will get it as under root of 4. That is nothing but 2. Omega is equal to 2. So what is the relation between omega and time period? That is t is equal to 2 pi by omega. That is nothing but 2 pi by 2. So 2 will get cancelled. Therefore, you will get it as pi. So what is the value of pi? Pi value is nothing but what? 3.14. 3.14 second. Therefore, the time period is 3.14 second. The next question. A particle of mass 10 gram is describing simple harmonic motion along a straight line with time period 2 seconds. So mass is given 10 gram. Time period is given 2 seconds. Amplitude is given 10 centimeter. You need to calculate the kinetic energy when the distance is or displacement is 5 centimeter. So direct formula we have, that is kinetic energy is equal to, so kinetic energy is equal to, it is 1 by 2 m omega square into bracket a square minus y square. That is equal to 1 by 2 mass, it is 10. Okay, it is 10 into omega. So here, this is nothing but 4 pi square divided by 4 into a square minus y square, that is 10 square minus 5 square. So after simplifying this entire equation, we will get it as 375 pi square. 375 pi square. We are not expressing in terms of joules. Why? Because all the units are given in terms of CGS. Therefore, the kinetic energy we are expressing in terms of erg here. Therefore, the correct option is option C, 375 ergs into pi square ergs. Okay. So this is the correct option. Correct, students? So we have discussed 20 MCQs. In the next class, let us continue with the few more examples. Thank you.